Good evening, Marnie. Yeah, we're along the border here in Juarez, Mexico. This was once known as the most dangerous city in the world, and it is still largely controlled by the drug cartel. And you mentioned it, illegal border crossings are on the rise in this area. Many immigrants saying they feel now is the time to cross since President Biden was elected. When you pass over the border from El Paso, Texas into Juarez, Mexico, the first thing you notice is the wall. Much of it is high with barbed wire, but there are lower parts, and that's where we spotted people trying to cross. This woman holding a baby was stopped by Border Patrol. A man with young children was also stopped as they tried to cross. And then we spotted this, two smugglers walking through the river with a piece of equipment similar to a ladder. They use it to help people climb the wall into El Paso. You can see one of the men on a cell phone as they bring the ladder across. And you can see the smugglers are now laying down and hiding in the grass there. The Border Patrol there, they don't appear to even know they're there at this point. Looks like they're driving by. Let's see if they notice them. Nope, driving right by those two people you see laying right there with that device used to get over the wall. Illegal border crossings were up 6% in January over the prior month, according to the U.S. Border Patrol. Many people trying to cross believe they will get better treatment from the Biden administration. It's a busy time for human smuggling. We're on our way to the outskirts of Juarez, where a human smuggler, also known as a coyote, has agreed to talk to us. This is the poorest part of Juarez called Anapra and is controlled largely by the local drug cartel. This smuggler showed me how he watches out for the Mexican police and Border Patrol through these holes and moves people from Mexico and Central America over the wall behind his home. How much do you charge the migrants to get into the United States?
To get there, they pay, well, not that much. They pay up to $600 or $1,000.
The smuggler says he's been illegally moving immigrants into the U.S. for 10 years. Do you think more migrants will be coming to Juarez and to the border because President Biden won the election?
Yes, we have been seeing an uptick in people arriving. I have also been watching that in the news every day, but they are all not arriving with me.
While there have been an uptick in illegal border crossings, he says more are trying to cross on their own and are not hiring smugglers like him.
Menos gente.
Actually, we have been seeing less people because President Biden is giving the option of asylum to the migrants.
The smuggler took us to one of his 10 safe houses in the area where some immigrants wait. You see them crowded in rooms like this and cooking outside. How long have you been waiting to cross? This man from Mexico said he's been waiting 15 days and hopes to cross as soon as tonight. Another man told me he hopes to cross soon and go to Austin, Texas to work as a roofer. This area along the border really shows the evolution of the border wall. Take a look, that tall part right there, that's the area that was put in under the Trump administration. This lower part of wall existed before, and if we walk this way, this is a pretty good view. You can see the border wall stretches all the way between Juarez and New Mexico in this area, but if you look in the distance where that mountain range begins, that's where the wall stops, and that's where sometimes smugglers try and bring migrants across. How many migrants do you move across the border every month?
Well, most of the time at least I get 20 or 30, but sometimes it is harder.
It's harder because of the higher wall in some areas and the Border Patrol. We saw them on ATVs patrolling and also with helicopters overhead. And it was interesting talking to that smuggler when he said that business has actually been down over the past month. He says that many of the people wanting to illegally cross the border behind me now feel like they can just try to do it on their own under the Biden administration. It's getting dark now here in Juarez, and after sunset, that's when most of these illegal border crossings happen. Live in Juarez, Brian Enton, NewsNation.